Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
Teacher. Hello.
Yes.
ຫນွေးထွေးရလေကိုအပြင်မှာရှိနေလို့တဲ့teacher အတန်းတော့နည်းနည်းနောက်ကြမယ်
Okay.
Why not join မှာပါ teacher
Okay.
Wait.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. Okay, so we'll start now. So last week we have finished number 3, right?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
So did you get all the answers for number 3?
Yes, teacher.
And have we finished ordering back in the correct order for A up to F? Because after yeah.
Teacher, the number 3 answer it yeah, lower.
Okay. For number A, the answer is bedroom, right? It first advised me to the bedroom a cat-free zone in order to boost rest. So the answer is bedroom.
But
Yes. So for number B, blind intent smartphone users check their phone in the night if they wake them. So the answer is 4 in 10, right? 4 in 10 smartphone users. So the answer is right here, 4 in 10 adults and teenagers. So 4. The answer is 4. And for C, more time is spent checking emails in the morning than eating breakfast, right? The answer is right here, eating breakfast. And the experts warn constant exposure to devices is leading to poor. The answer is immune system, right? The answer is right here, immune system. And for number 8, the average person spends 10 hours and 41 minutes on electronic device. So how many hours?
8
there?
hours.
Yes, 8 hours. So the answer is 8. And this is 20 minutes less than the average night sleep it claims. So this refers to the time spent on mobile phone. So that is why the answer is more than 20 minutes more than, right? So it is 8 hours and 21 minutes for sleeping and 8 hours and 41 minutes for sleeping. So the time difference is only 20 minutes, right? So 20 minutes more than. So did you get the answers?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
So after filling all the blanks, we have to put them in the correct order to create a summary of the article. So which will be the first sentence? Which information came first? So read all the sentences and tell me which will be the first one.
Number E.
Number E. So this is number 1, right? Okay. The average person spends 8 hours and 41 minutes on electronic device. Okay, so that will be the first sentence. So how about the second sentence?
B.
B. Are you sure?
A, teacher.
Huh?
A.
A. A is the last one, right? So in the last paragraph, it's talking about bedrooms. It has to be a tech-free zone. So that will be the last information for the summary. So number 1, yes, number 1 is E. So how about the second sentence?
B.
B. Are you sure B is the second sentence?
Yes.
Okay, are you sure?
Teacher, I think C.
Yeah, okay. So actually it's F. The average person spends 8 hours and 41 minutes on electronic device. And this refers to the average person spend on 8 hours and 41 minutes. So this refers to the first number E sentence. So that is 1. The second sentence will be number 2. This is 20 minutes more than the average night sleep it is claimed. So these two facts I'm talking about in the first paragraph, right? So that is why number 1 is E and number F is 2. So how about the third sentence?
B.
Yes, B is number 3. How about the fourth one?
D.
D.
B or C?
C.
C.
C, B, và D.
4, 5, and then E will be the last one, right?
Yes, teacher.
So when you write these sentences together again, so it will be the summary of the whole paragraph. So summary ထုတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့လိုချုပ်တာအဲ့တော့ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့ someone မှာ summary ချုပ်ခိုင်းတာတော့ rephrase ပြန်လုပ်ခိုင်းတာတော့အဲ့မှာအားနည်းတဲ့လူတွေဒီဟာလေးတစ်ချက်တင်ပေးထားတယ်เนาะအဲ့ဒါဒီ paraphrase တစ်ခုလုံးချုပ်ချလိုက်တဲ့အခါမှာဒါလေးပဲရတယ် so that is a summary. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So as we have finished number 3, we will move to number 4. Answer these questions. So there are altogether 5 questions. So answer this first, and after that we'll check together.
Okay, teacher.
Did you finish?
Teacher, wait.
Okay.
Done.
I'm done. So how about the rest? Have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what is the answer for number 1? How many of the people who were questioned for the survey said they were never switch their smartphone off?
19%.
14.
19%.
19%.
What is
Yes.
that?
That fourth paragraph.
The fourth paragraph. You mean this one?
Yes.
So there are 81%, right?
81% claim that they have their phones switched on.
Uh-huh.
But the question is the people that never switch off their phone.
Never switch off. Right?
Oh yeah, 81.
Yes, 81, right? So never switch off is the same with always turn on, right? So the answer is just 81%, right?
Yes. My bad.
Okay. For number 2, what are the dangers of letting technology interrupt your sleep? So what is the answer?
Teacher, sit paragraph. In the
Lack of sleep can lead to a weakened immune system and increased risk of heart disease and hyperplasia and diabetes.
This one, right? This
Yeah.
can lead to weakened immune
Yes,
system
teacher.
and increased risk of heart disease, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Yes. So this will be the answer for number 2, right?
Yes, teacher.
So how about number 3? What should you do to prepare for a good night's sleep? So what should you prepare?
Teacher, in the 8th paragraph.
Or any or all technology device at least.
Yes.
Yeah. That's sense.
Yes, teacher.
Turning off all technological devices, right? At least 50 or 90 minutes before going to sleep. So that will be the answer for number 3. So how about number 4? What problems did the students in the focus group have? So what kind of problem they are facing with in the focus group?
Teacher, in the 10th paragraph. Yeah.
This one, right?
No.
No.
Oh, God.
No,
Yeah,
yet.
this one, I think.
This one, right?
Almost person.
Or do you have another answer for number 4?
No, teacher.
No, okay. So they have sleep problems and they are feeling exhausted. So these will be the problems they are facing with, right? So that will be number 4. So how about number 5, the last one? What should you avoid having in the bedroom according to the article?
Banish technology from the bedroom is one of the easiest things.
Yes, so using technology, right? So we should avoid using technology from the bedroom. So we should avoid using technology in the bedroom, right? So that will be the easiest way according to the article. So this will be the answer for number 5. So did you get all the answers for number 4?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move to project. Okay, instead of doing the project and the poster, we'll just discuss these things. So use a healthy to create whatever. So to be a healthy lifestyle for a teenager, so we need to discuss these things right here. So regular meals. So what kind of meals do we need to have to be a healthy teenager? Or what kind of exercises do we have to do, or making the most of your free time? So what do we have to do in your free time? And you're talking about the healthy diet and get enough sleep. So we'll discuss based on these facts. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes to prepare the idea for each of the items to be the healthy to have the healthy lifestyle for teenagers. Okay. So
Okay, teacher.
I'll give you 5 minutes, and after that we'll discuss together. Hey, Hassan, are you there?
Hello.
Okay, Aga, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Mithu, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, Nurale, are you there?
Yes.
Tutumo, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Susan, are you there? Nalisa, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Totosan, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. So either Henny will be absent for today, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
kind
she
of
said
like
she
that,
will be late.
but
then.
she maybe. Hello, teacher. I have a question.
Yes.
So we have to put these like regular meals and moderate exercise to
Yes.
into the box, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, making the most of your free time for teacher. Cô trách tại sao mà tôi muốn help teacher mà.
Yes, you can suggest.
Okay.
Teacher. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
အဲ့ဒါတွေဒီကအဲ့ဒါတွေကဘာလို့ကောင်းလဲဆိုတာရေးရမှာလားဘာ
No,
Don't
no, no.
know,
What
pardon.
should we do? For example, like for regular meals, for example, like what should we have our meals regularly? Or how many meals do we have to eat to be a healthy teenager? For example, like 3 meals a day or 4 meals a day, like that. And for moderate exercises, what should we do? Like for daily exercises, is that walking or jogging, like that. So you can suggest moderate exercises to be a healthy teenager. That's it.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So did you get the idea for each of the items here?
No, teacher, not.
Not yet.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Not yet, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please wait a minute.
Okay, so shall we discuss now?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
for the regular means,
Teacher.
what should we do to be a healthy teenager?
We should eat 3 meals a day, and it might affect on your healthy diet. And since we're a teenage, we should eat, with time. Since teenage is the time that our body grows and expands.
Okay, so how about the
And
others?
we also need to eat all type of nutrients for our growth.
Yes, correct. And
me-
is there anything that you want to put there for regular?
And like we should sleep like enough time, like at least 8 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay. So you're talking about the last one, right? So
Yeah.
first we'll talk about the regular meals, okay? So yes, we should eat like 3 meals a day, and we should eat nutritious food for our to be a healthy teenager, right? And okay, so how about moderate exercises? What kind of exercises should you do to be a healthy teenager?
Cycling or
do,
running like 2
we should
hours
do-
a day.
Okay, cycling,
Or
Swimming,
running 2 hours a day.
swimming.
also swimming, teacher.
Okay, swimming.
And also martial arts,
Running,
Walking fast.
jumping.
running.
Okay, I think you have different ideas. So what
Yeah.
type of a chat? Okay. Okay, Susan, you're raising your hand.
Yes.
I thought you are. You will ask one by one.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
1 by 1 is
better
more
idea.
better.
Yeah, so instead, write in the chat, okay? It is better to save time, okay? So, okay, we'll talk about moderate exercise this time. So you can suggest any exercises to be healthy teenager, okay? So you can type, and don't forget to change the setting to everyone, okay? Not direct message to me. Moderate exercise. Okay, may do suggest swimming and walking. Okay. And do more suggest swimming and playing games. Okay, what kind of games do more? You should be definite about playing games.
Like football, basketball.
Okay. Football, basketball, okay. Okay, Jason says cycling and running. Okay. Okay, Jason then suggests walking and playing badminton. Okay, great. Nalita suggests cycling. Okay. Okay, Aga suggests jogging. Okay, Gautam, is it a tennis? I see a tennis ball, so you suggest tennis, right? Okay, Haters is sports. Okay, jumping, rope, and martial arts. Okay. Doing exercise really affects to structure yourself for exercise. I suppose it depends on your body and hobbies, so do whatever you like, but it must be physical exercises, right?
Exactly.
So is there any more suggestions for this item, moderate exercises? I got so many exercises here. So that's it. Okay, I guess that's it. So we'll move to making the most of your free time this time. So you can write your answers in the chat again. So probably you should not spend most of your free time on the phone, right? So that is don't. So what else can we do in our free time? Sleeping and eating. Okay, sleeping and eating. Okay. Reading books. Okay, great. Listening to music. for our mental health. Okay, great. Hanging out with friends, okay, to relieve your stress, great. Yeah. Spend time with friends or family, great. Yeah. Cleaning our rooms, okay, great. Cleaning our rooms and reducing screen time. Yes, we should do that to be a healthy teenager. And is there any more suggestion for free time? Thinking, okay, great. Making coffee, okay, great. So is there any more suggestion for this item? Dancing, okay, dancing. Volunteering, oh, Honey, you come in right now, right? Okay, volunteering. Oh, it's not Honey, actually, okay.
It's me.
Yeah. Sorry, I confused. So you just joined right now, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, volunteering, cooking, great. So is there any more suggestion? No more?
No.
Playing instruments. Okay, playing music instruments, different kind of instruments, yes. Okay, so let's move to healthy diet. So what should we eat to be healthy? For the first time, we're talking about only the meals, right? So this time we'll talk about what to eat to be healthy. Eat regularly. Okay, eat regularly.
Like, so what kind of food? Like that?
What kind of food? Should we eat fast food?
No,
Or-
like red meat and green vegetable, fruit.
Yes, vegetable and meat.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Red meat is better. Red meat.
Yeah.
Fish. Yeah.
Fish, yes. Eating lots of vegetable and fruits. Avoid junk food and eat fresh food. Yes, correct. We should eat 7 different types of nutrient. Okay, green vegetable. Have short meat frequently. Okay. Okay, meat. And is that all for a healthy diet? So the main thing is you have to avoid, yes, high calorie meats and fast food, junk food, right? And so instead we should eat more vegetable and more meats to get a healthy diet, right? And you should have a balanced diet too, right? Okay, great. Okay, so we'll move to the last one now, getting enough sleep. Okay, how many hours should we spend for sleeping for a day or for a night? Don't eat spicy food a lot, okay? At least 8 hours, okay? So we should spend at least 8 hours for sleeping. So is there any suggestion for getting enough sleep? 8 hours or more, okay? At least 8 hours or more, okay? So is there any suggestion for getting enough sleep? No more. How about the others? Genelia,
Yes,
teacher.
I think
what should we go to bed at night?
Around 10.
Around 10, okay, around 10, around 11, right? So that will be, yeah, that will be the best time to go to sleep. How about what should you get up in the morning?
around 7 or 8.
Around 7, yes.
Or 8.
Around 6.
Around
6 will be quite, yeah. 5 is quite, I think it's quite too.
How about around 12?
The 9:30 is not, it's not a good timing to get up. It's quite late. 9:30. Just before the
teacher.
clock, right?
It's the time that I woke up. That's the time.
Okay. So you should arrange your sleeping time again. So 9:30 is quite late. Actually, 8 will be 8. Yeah, 8 will be quite enough. Okay. So you should arrange your sleeping time again.
Teacher.
Yes.
Getting enough sleep helps you get along with other people, right? Like get along with other people, like get along better with others, right?
Get along with other people. Yes. What should we do?
Yeah, but for me, even though I sleep for like 10 to 11 hours, I never get along with other people.
Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe so. Okay, so these are the things that you should follow to be a healthy teenager. Depends on your bedtime. Depends on your bedtime actually. You should go to bed at like around 11 and you should get up like 7 or 8. That's it. So,
Yeah, for example, if you go back 10 p.m., so you should to wake up 6. If you go back 11, you should to wake up 7. Right? So at least we have to sleep 8 hours in our daily life.
Yes. Okay, so these are the rules that you need to follow if you want to be a healthy teenager. Okay. Okay, so we have finished this one, so we'll move to the next page. It's about poetry again. Read about haiku. Okay, I think we have already talked about haiku, right? So can you tell me what is haiku again? What is haiku? We have already talked about that in 2.8, right?
I think it's
Yes,
about
yes.
a poem, like
A kind of
short
poem.
poems. I think it's a short poems.
Yeah, a poem
which
including
include
just
a
3
little
sentences.
Yes.
The pattern is 5-7-5. Like
Okay, you guys still remember about that, right?
We do remember about that. We made a competition about it.
Yes, you guys even compose your own haiku, right? So I think you will still remember about haiku.
Yes.
So it's kind of Japanese traditional story and it is mainly focused on the nature, right? And the seasons. And it has the pattern like 5-7-5 if you want to write in English only, right? So in English, it has a poem usually appear in 3 horizontal lines. So it has 3 lines with a specific number of syllables. So it is 5-7-5. So if you want to write this in English, so you have to follow this pattern. But either there will be another different form for Japanese because so read these poems. So these are the Japanese poems translated in English. So you may not find 5-7-5 syllables because they are translated in English from the original Japanese story. Friends apart, Japanese poem. Forever, white geese lost in clouds. Wake, butterfly, it's late, we have minds to go together. Violets, how precious on a mountain park. So you won't find 5-7-5 as these are translated poems. Okay, so these are the Japanese haikus. And these are English haikus, right? Okay, so there are some notes that a translator has used long sounding vowels to give the impression of the time standing still in this reference to nature. Suddenly there is a movement, leap, and sound. There's an element of surprise. The image of the frogs, we are talking about this one, right? So leaping and splashing contrast with the silent state of the old pond, and the poet is noticing the importance of a small creature in the wider world of the poem. So there is an explanation. Haiku ကလေပြောပြီးသားဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့ထပ်ပြီးတော့တင်ချက်ပြောမရှင်းတော့ဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့တော့သူကဒီမှာမေးခွန်းနေပေးထားတဲ့ visual image ဆိုအဲ့လည်းမဖြေရောเนาะအဲ့ဒီမှာနည်းနည်းကြည့်လိုက်မယ်ဒီပါရှင် तू ကအဲ့မှာထပ်ပြောချင်တာက तू ကလေဘာထည့်ပြီးတော့ Japanese poem ကိုဘာထည့်ထားလဲဆိုတော့ तू က elements of surprise ကိုထည့်ရတယ်လို့ပြောတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီနော် elements of surprise but not often shock ဖြစ်သွားတဲ့ surprise မဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့တွေးလိုက်ရတဲ့ခဏမှာမျိုးနဲ့စိတ်ကြည်သွားတဲ့အခါမှာ surprise ဒီမှာရေးဆက်လိုက်တဲ့ကြားကိုပြောတာဖြစ်တဲ့ကြောင့်ဟုတ် Okay, now our good mention haiku is a form of poetry that became popular in Japan in the 17th century, particularly throughout the word of Mashu, and in Japanese haiku poems traditionally appear in a single particular line or Japan a single particular line. And the idea is to say them in one breath. Why? Because a haiku is aimed to capture point 8 definition capture a moment in time and the moment is short. မြင်လိုက်ရတဲ့ခဏမှာကျွန်တော်လက်စတဲ့ကြံမျိုးပြောတာဟုတ်တယ်နော်အဲ့ဒါကြံလေးကတူတယ်အဲ့သူရဲ့ဂျပန်မှာတော့သူက one single particular line နဲ့သွားတယ်ဒီလိုမျိုးလေးသွားတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့မဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဂျပန်sorry English မှာပြန်လိုက်တဲ့ခါကျတော့သူက three lines horizontal နဲ့သွားတယ်ပြီးတော့မှသူကအဲ့ဒါမှာ575 syllables နဲ့သွားတယ်လို့ပြောထားတယ်နော်အဲ့သူရဲ့ original ကတော့ Japanese ပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်ပြီနော်ဂျပန်အများသောအားဖြင့်သူကဘာတွေဝယ်ဆက်လက်စကားရှိလဲဆိုတော့သူကespecially the image from nature ကိုရေးခွဲတယ် and there are often reference to a season အဲ့မှာအမြင်က season ကိုပြတဲ့ words လေးပါတတ်တယ်လို့ပြောတာပေါ့နော်အဲ့ Japan မှာဆို spring summer autumn အဲ့တော့ထပ်လိုက်လို့ရှိရင်အဲ့မှာဓာတ်ဒီကိုတစ်ခုခုပြနေတဲ့ points ပြနေတဲ့ဒီတစ်ချက်ပြစလုံးလေးပါတတ်တယ်လို့ပြောတာဟုတ်ပြီနော်။ဒါဆို for example ဆိုပန်းတွေပွင့်တယ်ဆိုတော့ပန်းပွင့်တဲ့ရာသီအများဆုံးအားဖြင့်ကျွန်တော်ຫນွေဦးမှာပန်းပွင့်တတ်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒါဒီကျွန်တော်ဒီ spring ကိုပို့သားပြီးတဲ့ကစားလို့ပြောလို့ရတယ်နော်။ Okay. Okay, number 4 is the here are some haiku written in English. English the word then have it English format. As you read them, count out the syllabus in each line. Syllabus rate the change. If you change syllabus, 575 at the end. Happy line. Tombo.
I don't much sure.
Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
What's the page number? What's the page number?
What is the top of me like that?
三页
People.
No.
Is that what you're asking for?
三页
Page number. Well, page number is 53.
Hey, where are you? Where are you? The data you want output to data center. Not a summon now.
Wi-Fi ပြီးလာလို့ Wi-Fi သွားလေ
Okay. So we are reading the haiku story, haiku poems. And we are just checking whether they follow the pattern 575 syllables or not.
Okay.
So did the poems follow 575 syllables pattern?
No, teacher.
No. Which one?
Second sentence got 8 syllables. Haiku or first paragraph. Yes, sir.
Their hands noting blue ball ring. Their hands noting blue ball ring. So that is 7, right?
Yes.
you finished reading the 3 stories, 3 poems?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Follow လုပ်ထားလားအဲ့ 575 pattern ညလား pattern ညလား
teacher တမီးတော့တိတ်မလုပ်တော့
သမီးတိတ်မလုပ်တတ်ဘူးဆိုတော့ဟိုကလေ syllabus တက်တာတက်သေးရမလားမေ့သွားပြီလား
teacher အဲ့ haiku က second sentence က or second paragraph က last sentence က syllabus စီလား
ဒီဟာလားသမီး day slide into night လား
day slide
into night day slide into night
slide ကတခါလဲ spell လိုက် slide တယ်လို့
slide မဟုတ်ဘူးသမီး day slide into night so that is 5 syllabus ထိထားရအောင်လားသမီးအဲ့လိုတွေ့တာ syllabus ကအတန်အတွက်ကိုလိုက်တွေ့တာသမီးအဲ့တော့ swimming in the breeze their heads nodding bluebell their heads nodding bluebell rings and heralding summer. So we have to count their syllabus. So it is like 575. အတန်အတွက် syllabus ကိုကျွန်တော်လိုက်မှတ်တာအဲ့တော့အတန်အတွက်မှာကျွန်တော်575အကုန်လုံးရမယ်နော် haiku ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်မမိသွားရလား
teacher ရပါ
Okay အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော် haiku ကများသွားပြီကျွန်တော် nature ကိုဆက်လက်ထားရင် concept nature တွေပဲအဲ့မှာကျွန်တော် season တချို့ဟာဆိုကျွန်တော်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်သူက summer လို့တစ်ခါလည်းပြောထားပြီးသားဆိုလို့ရှိရင်နွေရာသီရောက်ခံပြီပေါ့နော်အဲ့အချိန်လေးကိုကြည့်ပြီးဆက်ထားဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့ဒီမှာလည်းကျွန်တော်ရာသီအဲ့ second haiku မှာကျွန်တော်ရာသီတွေ့ရလား Gray as steel the sea shimmering in the fading light day slides into night ဘယ်ရာသီဖြစ်မယ်လို့ထင်လဲ
winter
winter ဖြစ်မယ်လို့ထင်တယ် yes ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ gray as steel the sea လို့ပြောထားတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်နော်အဲ့တော့နောက်အောက်ဆုံးက shimmering heat wave a hot bubble in the hand light dance on the sea ဆိုတော့ဘယ်ရာသီဖြစ်နိုင်မလဲ
summer
yes maybe summer ပေါ့ဟုတ်ပြီနော် try ပြီးတော့မပြောထားအောင်ဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့တော့ walking in bed discuss the haiku point exercise for using the question okay so we have discussed already about that ဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့တော့ဒါကျွန်တော် haiku ကိုလည်း record ပြန်လုပ်ပေးရအောင်ဒီဘက်မှာ read these humorous haiku poems အဲ့တော့ဒါကတော့ humorous way နဲ့ရေးဖွဲ့ထား haiku တွေ and answer the question the first one မှာသူက haiku no haiku ရဲ့ခေါင်းစဉ်က no haiku I'm sorry to say that I really don't feel like a haiku today. Why is the title of this poem no haiku? Say it. Can you say hear me?
Yes, teacher.
yes teacher
ခဏလေးကျွန်တော်ပြောင်းအောင်
yes teacher
Okay. So can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
yes teacher
Okay, ကြားပြီနော်။နည်းမောင်နေလားမသိဘူး
it's okay teacher
နောက်ကပဲမှောင်းတယ် teacher ဟိုမှောင်း
teacher ကိုရှိနေနေ
။နောက်ကနေလည်းမောင်တယ်။မီတော့ချင်းတာနေမှာ။ Okay. So the question is why is the title of the poem no haiku and say quickly and you will get the answer. အကပြားရဲ့နာမည်က no haiku လို့ဖြစ်နေတယ်။ဘာဖြစ်လို့ဖြစ်တာလဲ။ဒါဆိုတော့ humorous way နဲ့စဉ်းစားရမှာ။ဟာတာလေးနော်ပြီးတော့ဆက်ထား no haiku ကပြားနာမည်။ဘာဖြစ်လို့ကပြားနာမည်က no haiku လို့ဖြစ်နေရလဲ။
haiku ဟုတ်
I really don't feel like a haiku today လို့ရေးတာလို့
Yes ကပြားထဲမှာပါတဲ့အကြောင်းဖြစ်တဲ့ကြောင့်ပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်တယ်နော်အဲ့တော့သူကညာတော့လေကျွန်တော် haiku ဆိုလို့ရှိရင် nature ကပြ nature အကြောင်းတစ်ခုကိုဆက်ထားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သူဆက်ထားတဲ့အရာက I'm sorry to say that I really don't feel like an haiku ဒီနေ့ haiku ဆက်ချင်တဲ့မှုမျိုးမရှိနေဘူးလို့ပြောတာကပြအကြောင်းအရာကသူက haiku မဆက်ချင်ဘူးလို့ပြောထားတယ် haiku ကိုညာမျိုးသားဖြစ်နေတဲ့ကြောင့်သူက is no haiku လို့ပေးထားတာကပြအဲ့ humorous way နဲ့ပေါ့နော်ပြောထား okay the first one is that and how about the second one သူက haiku မဟုတ်ဘူးဒါက local haiku လို့ပြောထားတယ်အဲ့တော့ if a poem has just 16 syllables is that a local the title of the poem a local haiku is a play on word what is a play on word စကလုံးကိုကစားထားလို့ပြောတယ်စကလုံးကစားထားတယ်ဆိုတာပြောရတယ်ဒီကြပြဒုတိယကြပြ local high တူပါဘယ်လိုတွေ့ရပါလဲဒီဒုတိယကြပြ
16လုံးပဲရှိရင် local ဖြစ်သွား
16လုံးပဲရှိရဟုတ်တယ်16လုံးပဲရှိလို့သူက high ကူဆိုတော့ high နဲ့ low နဲ့ကိုကစားထားတာစကလုံးဟုတ်ပြီနော်တကယ်ကဆရာ high ကူကပါ Japanese အတန်ကြောပဲဒါပေမဲ့ high ကူလို့ပြောလိုက်လို့ရှိရင်ဒါ English အတန်ကြော HIGH high နဲ့ဆင်တူတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်နော်တကယ်တမ်း HAI ဆိုတော့ Japanese word ပေါ့အဲ့တော့ high ကူအဲ့ဒါကိုကျွန်တော် language ကို word ကိုအတန်ဆင်တူရတဲ့ကျွန်တော်ကစားလိုက်တော့ high ကူအဲ့တော့ high ကူမှာ17 syllabus ရှိရဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီမှာ17 syllabus မရှိဘူး။ဘာလို့16ပဲရှိရလို့ပြောထားတာ16ပဲရှိရတဲ့ကအဲ့ကောင်ကျွန်တော် local လို့ခေါ်လို့ရမှာဆို higher sentence ကအဲ့လိုတက်ပြီပါ။အဲ့တော့ language ကစားပြီးတော့သူက humorous way နဲ့ဆက်ဆိုထားတဲ့ကြ။အဲ့ဆိုရမှာမလို့အိတ်ပဲ။ဟုတ်လား။အဲ့တော့ words on play ကကျွန်တော်စကားလုံးတွေကိုကစားပြီးသုံးတာဆိုတော့စကားလုံးတွေလိုချင်တယ်လို့ဆွဲပြီးတော့ humorous way နဲ့တွေးပြီးတော့ရေးရမယ်လို့ပြောတာပါ။ကျွန်တော်တစ်ခါကြောက်ရှင်လည်းမြန်မာမှာပြန်ပြီးတော့နောက်တဲ့ English နဲ့မြန်မာနဲ့မှာအတန်သွားတူနေတဲ့စကားလုံးနဲ့ပြောပြီးတော့မှပြန်ပြီးတော့နောက်တာမျိုးရှိတယ်နောက်ကပြန်မှမျိုးရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုစကားလုံးကစားပြီးတော့ကစားရလို့ပြောတာဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့ဒါဒီမှာကျွန်တော် HAI နဲ့ HIGH high အဲ့ဒါတော့နည်းကစားတာအဲ့ဒါ high ကိုမဟုတ်ဘူး low ကိုအဲ့ဒါက17မရှိဘူးတစ်လုံးကျော် syllabus တစ်လုံးကျော်ဆိုအဲ့ဒါ low ကိုလို့ခေါ်လို့ရမလားဆိုပြီးတော့မှဆက်နေတာရမယ်နော်အဲ့ဒါဟုတ်နော် okay နောက်တစ်ခုက high ကိုပဲhaiku ma to convey one's mood in 17 syllabus is very deep. အဲ့မှာတော့ရက်ပါတယ်ရက်သွားပြီးတော့မှ why hasn't the boy finished this haiku ရဲ့ဘာဖြစ်လို့ပြီးအောင်မနေခဲ့ရလဲတဲ့ how do you ဘယ်လိုထင်လဲ
syllabus ပြည့်တော့
syllabus is very difficult ဆိုတော့6လုံးဖြစ်သွားမှာဟုတ်တယ်နော်အဲ့တော့ तू ကလည်းကြညာရဲ့အကြောင်းအရာတွေမှာလည်းပြောထားတယ်အဲ့တော့တယောက်ရဲ့ mood ကိုဖော်ပြဖို့18လုံးနဲ့မှဖော်ပြဆိုအရင်ခက်ခဲလို့ပြောတယ်အဲ့လိုခက်ခဲတဲ့အလျောက်ပဲ is very difficult ဆို difficult လို့ရေးလိုက်တယ်ဆက်ပြီးရေးလိုက်တယ်ဆိုတော့ 6 syllabus ဖြစ်သွားမှာအဲ့ဆိုတော့17မဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့18ဖြစ်သွားတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့နာမှာရက်သွားတာဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့ humorous way နဲ့ haiku ကိုဆက်ဆိုထားတယ်ပြောတာအဲ့ဒီသုံးဘက်ကကျတော့အတိအကျထားမှာ humorous way နဲ့ဆက်တာအဲ့ဆိုဖြေရမှာ
Yes, teacher.
ဟုတ်တယ်နော်တနေ့တွေရမယ်နော် Okay so in 7 write your own haiku ဆိုတော့ရေးပြီးသားဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်မလုပ်တော့ဘူးเนาะ it can be serious or humorous or serious နဲ့ဆက်လို့ရတယ် humorous နဲ့ဆက်ရစိတ်ပိုင်းတော့အိမ်မှာဆက်ပြီးရှော့ပို့လိုက်လို့ရတယ်เนาะအဲ့တော့ write your own haiku so we won't do that as we already write our own haiku in chapter 1 right so we have finished the whole chapter of unit 6 so is there any question for unit 6
teacher chapter တစ်ခုပြီးသွားပြန်chapter တစ်ခုပြီးသွားပြန်
yes
ညနေနော်
ညနေဆိုချက်ဒီ haiku တစ်ခုလုံးကြော်ချလိုက်ကြရတာဒီမှာ fiction ကဆို haiku
ဟုတ် chapter တစ်ခုပြီးသွားပြန်ပြီလို့ခဏလေးပဲလို့မိုက်တယ်
လောကမြန်ပြီးလေဘယ်ကိုမြင်ရောက်နေလဲ
ချက်မတော့အဲ့ဒီရှိရဲ့လုံးဝမသွားခြင်းအခုတော့မှဒီမှာဒီစာအုပ်မှာ
ဒီလေးစင်ချက်ပွိုင်းတော့စင်
ကြပြားတွေဘာလုံးနေလဲဆိုတာကြည့်နေရတယ်ရှင်အခုပြင်းစရာကြီးအဲ့စာအုပ်မကိုင်းနေဘူးဒီဟာပဲအေးဆေးသွားမယ်
ဒီဟာအေးဆေးသွားလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒီမှာ 7.9 မပြီးလို့ရှိရင်ဘယ်လိုလဲစိတ်ပေါ်ထည့်ယူ
တာတော့ချက်ချွတ်နေအကုန်လုံးကြောချလိုက်ယူနစ်တစ်ခုပဲချက်တယ်
အကုန်လုံးကြောချလိုက် you it's okay for us เนาะတချို့တော့ကအဆင်ပြေတချို့ကကြော်လေးတချို့လည်းကြိုက်လေးပဲအဲ့7.9ကိုတဲတန်လေးဖတ်ရကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာ teacher ဆိုလည်းမရှိဘူးအဲ့ဒါเนาะအဲ့တော့
လေသမီးတို့ကချက်ပွိုင်းရင်သွားပြီးဒါသွားရင်ပုံမှန်
ချက်ပွိုင်းအရင်သွားပြီးတော့ဒါရင်သွားမယ်အမေက language အရင်သင်တာ language သင်ပြီးတော့မှ literature ဘက်ကိုပြောတာဆို literature 10.3ဟုတ်တယ်
ဟိုဟာကြီးမမြန်ပြီးတော့လေဟိုဖြစ်သွားခဏကြီးwe are a little bit
so we still need language to write the literature so that is why we have to teach language first and literature so yes
ဒီလို literature တခန်းသိပြီဒီဟာလေးထိုးပြီးသိမပြင်းတာဘူး
ပြင်းလို့ထင်လား
ထဲဟုတ်တယ်ဆရာကမှတူတူ
literature ကမဟုတ်လက်ရှိပြောဟိုချက်ပွိုင်းကကြောထားခဲ့ရင်ဘာလို့သွားမလဲဆိုတော့ချက်ကြောထားခဲ့လို့ရှိရင် IG မှာသူများနဲ့ပြန်မလိုက်နိုင်ပါဘူး IG ရှိသေးတယ် iGCSE ကြလို့ရှိရင်ရေးရမှာတွေ့ရမှာပါတဲ့အခါမှာချက်ပွိုင်းက concept တွေပြန်ပါတယ်အဲချက်ပွိုင်းကိုမနိုင်ခဲ့လို့ရှိရင်ကိုမှသွားတော့ခါရအောင်နော်အဲ့ဒါအဲ့တော့ unit 6မှာပါမေးကြရှိသေးတယ်မရှိတော့နော် okay မရှိတော့ရင်တော့ဟုတ်ပါဘူးနော် Dropbox မှာတစ်ချက်အိမ်စာပေးထားတာဒီနေ့ check လုပ်ပေးမယ်ပြီးတော့ရလားအိမ်စာ
Yeah, teacher.
Have you finished homework
Oh, writing will be there. Teacher, reading will be there.
Reading will be there. Reading to me, majority writing will be there.
reading ဒီနေ့စက်မလို့ပြောတာဟုတ်တယ်မလားဒီဥစ္စာလေး
Teacher, တောင်းကြနေစစ်ပေးပါလား please.
တရားမဟုတ်ပြီးသေးဘူးလား
ဒီနေ့ဆက်မယ်လို့မပြောတာပေါ့တောက်ကြနေလို့ပြောတယ်
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
ဒီနေ့ပြောတာဒီပြီးသေးလို့
Three mummy တော့ကဆရာမတောက်ကြနေဘူး reading နဲ့ writing ဖြစ်တယ်
ဆရာဘာကြီးလဲ
ဟုတ်
ဆ
ကဲ့
ရာဘာကြီးလဲ
အဲ့မပြီးသေးဘူးပေါ့နော်ဘာကြီးလဲဆိုတော့ဒါဆိုအချိန်လေးနဲ့ပြီးသွားတယ်ဘာကြီးလဲလို့ပြီးလိုက်တဲ့အခါကျပြန်ပြောလိုက်မယ်နော်ဒါအိမ်စာပေးထားတယ်ဒီအချိန်ကုန်မှာအတက်တော့လို့အချိန်ကုန်လို့ဆိုရင်အိမ်စာပေးလိုက်တာ page 26 27မှာရှိတဲ့ reading လေးလုပ်ခိုင်းတာအမှန်တော့ reading ကိုကြော်ချလိုက်မလို့ပဲဒါပေမဲ့ reading ကကြော်ချလို့မရဘူးဆိုတော့ reading မှာသိရနော်အမှတ်တွေမှားကြတယ်လေဟုတ်တယ်နော်အဲ့တော့ reading အားနေတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မကြော်လို့မရဘူးကြော်လို့မရတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်အတက်နဲ့မှလုံးလည်းကြာမှာဆိုလို့အိမ်စာပေးလိုက်တာအဲ့တော့နောက်ပြန်ပြီးမှာ
ဟော teacher အဲ့ဒါကိုတို့နဲ့အတူတူ check မယ်ပြော
check မယ်ပြောတာဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ check မယ်ပဲပြောတာဒီချက်ဖြေပြမယ်လို့မပြောဘူးအဖြေကဒီချက်မဖြေပြတော့ချက်မေးပဲမေးတော့မှာအကုန်လုံးတန်းစီပြီးတော့
နည်းမြန်
မနေ့ကပြီးတော့ပါနော်
ဟုတ်
လောက်ရင်7နှစ်ပဲ7နှစ်ပဲကြာမှာဘာမှမကြာဘူး number 3
လို့ရင်ပြီးပါတယ်တချေ
လောက်ရင်ပြီးရမလို့မပြီးရဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့တော့26 number 3နော် number 3 4 5
Okay, now.
နောက်မဟုတ်ဘူး it's homework အဲ့တော့ sorry အတိတ်မေ့သွားလို့ပြန်ပြောပေးရ remind ပြန်လုပ်ပေးရနော်အမှန်တော့အဲ့ဒါချင်းပတ်ခဲ့တဲ့ဆက်ပြောတာ this homework လို့ပြောတာဒီကတင်တော့စတာရင်းနဲ့စစ်မယ်လို့ပြောလိုက်တယ်လို့ထင်ပေမဲ့ငါ့အကောင်လုံးအထင်ပေးပြီးနေရတယ်တောက်ကြနေမှစစ်မယ်လို့ပြောရဲဆိုတော့ okay တောက်ကြနေပါ
Yeah, တမီးလည်းတောက်ကြလို့ကြားလိုက်ရ
အများနဲ့တယောက်ဆိုတော့ငါပဲရှော့လိုက်ပါမယ်เนาะအဲ့တော့တောက်ကြနေစစ်မယ်เนาะအများနဲ့တယောက်ဖြစ်တော့ဖက်တယ်
ဒီကဆိုင်ဟုတ်ဒီက
မဟုတ်ဘူးတချေဟုတ်စားတချေပြောလိုက်တာတောက်ကြနေအခုဒီကြည့်ကြည့်ကြမလား
အဲ့ဒါပြီးပြောတယ်တယောက်အများနဲ့တယောက်ဆိုဆက်ရှော့လိုက်မယ်လို့ဆက်တာနောက်ဖာတူတာမေးလို့မှတ်ထားเนาะအဲ့တော့တောက်ကြနေစစ်မယ်ပြေးလာခဲ့ပြီเนาะဒီချက်က check မယ်လို့ပြောမယ်ဒီချက်ဖြေပြောတော့မှာမဟုတ်ဘူးเนาะဒီချက်တယောက်ချင်းနဲ့မေးတော့မှာအဲ့ဟာအဲ့ number ဘလောက်ဖြေတာပါရေးလိုက်ပါရေးထားလိုက်ဆိုချက်လို့ပဲမှားရင်လည်းပြင်ပြီးတော့မှာเนาะအဲ့တော့ number page 26ထပ်ပြောလိုက်ပါနော်26 27 number 3 4 5 it's a homework and we'll check together tomorrow okay
okay
okay teacher
okay
ဟိုလေ teacher ဟိုတခါတော့ last homework တစ်ခုပေးထားရလေ course book ထဲက musical instrument အကြောင်းထဲတစ်ခုခုရေးခိုင်းတာ
yes
အဲ့ဒါ
check
check
လုပ်ပြီးကြပြီတော်တော်များဘယ်သူကြံသေးလဲမသိဘူးဒီထပ်ပြီးတော့စစ်ပြီးတော့အဲ့မှာတယောက်မားလို့လားပြောလဲကြီးတဲ့စင်လားမသိမားလို့လားဒါပေမဲ့ချက်ပြန်မလို့မရလို့ပြောလိုက်တယ်တနေ့လူတွေတော့စစ်ပြီးတော့ပြီဘယ်သူတွေကြံသေးလဲချက်စာထပ်ဖို့အကုန်လုံးကြီးကထပ်ပြီးပြီလို့ထင်တယ်သူမိုးထပ်ပြီးပြီလား
ဟုတ် teacher သမီး last
သူ
week
မိုးလည်းထပ်ပြီးတာ yes piano right it's about piano
ဟုတ်
အဲ့ဒါပဲလေ course ဆိုတယ်မှာအဲ့ဒါပဲ musical instrument ပြီးသွားတယ်ထပ်ပြန်မရှိတော့ဘူးအဲ့ဆိုဒါပဲကျန်တော့လားထပ်ပေးထားအင်စာရှိသေးလို့လားမရှိတော့ပါဘူးမရှိပါဘူး
မရှိတော့ teacher ဒါပဲ
ဟုတ်
okay အဲ့တော့ reading နဲ့ writing နဲ့ပုံပဲပေးထားတာအဲ့တော့ reading လေးတစ်ချက်ဒါအတူ check လုပ်မှာလို့ပြောထားတာနော်တယောက်ချင်း check လုပ်ရင်ကြောနေရမှာကြာမှာဆိုတော့နောက်ခံကြလို့ရှိရင်အဖြစ်ပြန်ပြောမယ်ဟုတ်ပြီနော်Okay, in that 26, 27, sorry, yeah, 27, it's homework. So we'll move to unit 6 from workbook. Page number 34. Page number 34. Number 1, write above that and go before each of the nouns. For example, a mobile phone, use a mobile phone, talk on a mobile phone. So that is way too easy. So how about number 2, the internet?
Use
Use the internet, solve the internet, right? We can use these. So is there anything else that we can use with the internet? Use the internet, solve the internet, that's it, right? Okay, so how about 3, TV?
watch
the TV.
Watch TV, yes, watch TV. How about 4, radio?
listen
You just have to listen, yes, listen to the radio. How about computer games?
play
Play, yes, play computer games. How about digital photos?
take
Yes, take digital photos. How about 7, a daily newspaper?
read
Read, yes, read a daily newspaper or apply a daily newspaper. So we can use both, right? So it is way too easy. So we'll move to number 2. Put these adverbs in order of frequency, starting with the most frequent. So we have to reorder starting from the most frequent and the less frequent. Okay, so which one will be the most frequent one? Hardly ever, sometimes, never, often, always, almost always. Best alone take so much. Most frequent take so much. Take so much.
Always.
Yes, always. And
Almost always.
almost always.
Often.
Often, yes. Often.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Never.
Never. Yes. So this will be like that, right? So always, almost always, often, sometimes, sometimes, and then hardly ever, and then never, right? Okay, so for number 3, write 7 sentences about yourself, combining the phrases. You made exercise 1 with the adverb in exercise 2. For example, I almost always use a mobile phone. I hardly ever use a landline. So you can use these adverbs and then you can use these phrases here to make a paragraph. So you have to write only 7 sentences. Okay, so do it now. And after that, I will check you guys one by one. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will start with Jason. So Jason, can you read it out?
Yes, yeah. I always use the internet, and I almost always use a mobile phone. And I hardly ever watch the TV. I never listen to the radio, and I hardly ever played computer games. And I sometimes take digital photos, and I never read a daily newspaper.
Okay, great. So next, Susan.
I almost always check social media. I always play piano. I often read books. I never write poems. I sometimes cook. I hardly ever play games on top or
Okay, great. Next, Kenita.
Yes, teacher. I always use the internet. I almost always use a mobile phone, and I often watch TV, and I sometimes listen the radio, and I sometimes read a daily newspaper. I hardly ever take a digital photo, and I hardly ever play computer games.
Okay, thank you. Next, Nalinton. Nalinton.
Hello, Chair.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay. So I often use a mobile phone when I get back from school, and I sometimes explore the internet for some information for my study. And I hardly ever watch dramas on TV, and I never listen to the radio. And I almost always play computer games when I'm free. And I never take digital photos, and I hardly ever read Newspaper.
Newspaper.
Yes.
Okay. Aka.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hardly ever read a daily newspaper. I often watch the TV. I never listen to the radio, and I always use a mobile phone, and I almost always surf the internet. Yeah.
Okay, that's it, right? And next, season that.
I almost always use a mobile phone and always use internet. I sometimes watch the TV. I never listen to the radio. I sometimes play computer games. I often play with my cats. I sometimes takes digital photos and have hardly ever take early ever read a daily newspaper.
Okay, great. Me too.
I often use the internet. I never read a daily newspaper. I sometimes take digital photo. I always use a mobile phone. I hardly ever listen to the radio. I almost always watch TV. I sometimes play computer games.
Okay, thank you. Nulele. Nulele, are you there? Oh, did you leave? Oh, okay, then. Then.
I sometimes use the internet. I almost always watch TV. I never listen to the radio. I often play computer games. I always take digital photos. I hardly ever read a daily newspaper.
Okay. Penny. Penny, are you there?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
I always use a mobile phone. I almost always use the internet, and I often watch the TV. Sometimes I read books, and I never listen to radios, and I hardly ever take the digital photos.
Okay, thank you. Tutumo.
Yes, teacher. I almost always use mobile phone. I always use internet. I sometimes watch TV. I never listen the radio. I never play computer games. I sometimes take digital photos. I never read a daily newspaper.
Okay. Hey, Tezin.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, you can start now.
I almost always surf the internet. I hardly ever watch the TV. I never listen to the radio. I always play computer games. I never take digital photos. I never read a daily newspaper.
Okay, thank you then. So everyone has finished, right?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so number 4 is write what people might say about their interest and be as imaginative as you like. So a symbol, so you have to use the vocabulary to write about a sentence and imagine that you are a pinball, or you're a football fan, or you're a fitness fanatic, or you're a music lover. So you have to imagine yourself, you're that kind of person, and you have to use all these words to make a short paragraph. But I want to skip that one. So is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we'll move to number 5. So we'll look at number 5. Write question and answer about the survey. For the answers, choose from the phrases in the list. So these are the answers for this chart. And there is an example has been done for you. So the question is, how many of the students use social media every day? So you can watch here to give the answer for that. So it's like 20 students, right? So it's like up to 14, so quite a few. You can see quite a few. So how about the second one? How many?
How many
of the students play sports?
Play sport?
Yes, how many of the students play sports or how many of the students do sports? So you can use sports, okay? So what will be the answer be? So there are only like 5, right?
Very
So,
few. Very few.
Yes, very few. Okay, so very few for number 2, right? There's only 4 or 5, so we can say very few. So how about number 3? Question?
How many of the students read ebook?
Yes, how many of the students read ebook? So there are only 2 of them. So
hardly any.
Yes, hardly any. So how about 4?
How many of the students play computer games?
How many of the students play computer games? So there are altogether like 12, right? So
not many.
Yes, not many. Got it?
Yes.
So how about number 5? How many of the students
explore the internet?
How many of the students use the internet?
Yes, use the internet. How many of the students use the internet? So the answer is like
almost
40, so 15, right? So
almost all of them.
I think it's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. A lot is better, right? It's like 15, so it's a lot, right?
And how many of the students watch TV?
How many of the students watch TV? And the answer is like 18. So the answer
almost
will
all
be
of them.
Almost all of them.
Yes, almost all of them because they are altogether 20, right? So it's 18, it's almost all of them. So did you get all the questions and all the answers for number 5?
Yes, sure.
Yes, teacher.
Everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, as there is only 3 minutes left, I will stop here for today. Okay, so you have homework for tomorrow. Okay, so
Okay,
we'll
sure.
check that homework together tomorrow. So I'm gonna stop here today. So bye-bye for today.
Bye, Xian.
Bye,
Bye,
thank
teacher.
you.
Bye. See you tomorrow.